Welcome to today's tutorial. This tutorial is about how to reduce your property taxes based on the sale of a home. Now, before I move on, first thing I want to tell you is that the assessor, by law, okay, now we're talking the New York State Supreme Court law, by law, if you buy or sell a home, he cannot raise or lower the assessment of that property. So there is a workaround for property owners, though, and we're going to show you the inconsistencies that happen right here in the city of Cohoes. So basically, we're at the city of Cohoes website, and I'm going to come up to the departments, assessor, click on that, and then I come down here and I'm looking for City of Cohoes online assessment right here. Click that link. And what it does is it brings you to this page called the search property information. Clicking on that brings me to this next page where there's a list of all the streets, and we'll be able to select the street of interest here. But before we do that, we're going to go to a website called Zillow.com. Here it is right here. I'm going to type in Cohoes and New York. We're going to do a search. And what I'll do is I'll take a look at what I'm interested in look at here. We want to look at recent sales homes. Now these are all the homes that have been sold recently. If you look at dates, December 2, December 2, December 2, November 25. What we'll do is we're going to scroll down this list and we're going to select a property from the list. Okay, let's take 11 Willowbrook Lane. It was sold for $80,000. Okay, right there in November 13. But the estimate sale of that house was $153,000. Why is that? Well, let's open up and you take a quick look at where it is. It's just off of Baker Avenue here, $80,000. Okay, so let's take a look at this property here up in the city of Cohoes. Okay, we're going to once again go to search property information, and we're going to scroll down to the street of Willowbrook Lane. It's all the way down on the bottom here. It's all in alphabetical order. Willowbrook Lane right here. Click submit, and the property number was number 11, so we want to come down and look at number 11 Willowbrook. Well, as you can see, the full market value of this home was $143,000, $929, and that was prior to it being sold. But on Zillow, the actual purchase price was $80,000. So what this person should do is go down to City Hall, show him what he paid for it, and ask to have that reduced to $80,000. That's what was the full market value of that property. We're going to take a quick look at it, and we're going to round this off. We're going to say it was $144,000, and we're going to put in what they actually purchased the property for. If you look at that, it's 44%. That's quite a bit of money in tax reduction, don't you think? 44% to knock your taxes down that much. This is why it's important that when you buy a property, okay, you should check, see how much it is worth, $153,000, because that's what it's going to be close to on the City of Cohoes website. And actually, this is $143,000. Okay, so let's take another example. Okay, and we're going to come on back, and let's scroll down around here looking for another property. Let's see, let's keep on going. Let's try another page here, right here. Again, you know, these are all properties here that were sold in Cohoes. Continental Avenue. Let's take 221 Fleet Boulevard because look at it, it was sold for $75,000 on September 30th, 2013. According to this, okay, $75,000, okay, but it should have been around $118. Let's go to the City of Cohoes website, okay, and let's type in Fleet Boulevard. First thing I'd like to point out is that the assessor doesn't really have any homes on Fleet Boulevard, which is the proper name of the street. Okay, he's got everything under Fleet Street. So we'll select that, submit, and it'll bring up Fleet Street. Now, this is a pretty big street, so as it populates, we'll scroll down, try to find 221. We want to see what its market value was in the City of Cohoes. Basically, what you got is a two-family house. Okay, it was built in 1920. 2,600 square feet, but if you look at the market value, 169,464. This is what these people are going to pay taxes on. They're going to pay taxes on this amount of money when they actually purchased the property for $75,000. This is why it's important that they go down to City Hall and say, I purchased the property for this much, show them the bill of sale, and have the full market value reduced down to what they paid for it. It's probably going to save them 50% in property taxes at least. At least. And this is the home. What we'll do is we're going to take another sample of another property here. Let's say, let's scroll on up and see what we can find here on the list of the homes. Let's take this one right here, to Arthur. If you look at this, they paid $179,500 for it. They were looking for $173, but we're going to take a quick peek. They bought it for $179,500, and let's scroll back, and we're going to look at that street address. It's going to be Arthur Drive, and we click submit. And we want number 2. $158,929. Now, what they should have done is done their research. They turned out and they went and they paid $179,500 for a house that has a full market value of $158 according to the city, the city assessor. And the house was only sold the last time in 2005. So the people who bought it only stayed there for maybe, 7, 8 years. So these people here lost money. But the good news is, because of the sale, they can't pay any more taxes than what this number is right here. The law does not permit the assessor to raise the value of the home. And it's true, the law does not permit the assessor to lower the value of the home once you bought it, okay? So that's true too. But here's where the conflict is. And it's very important to see this. If we scroll on down here, and we're going to come over to Krug Court. Actually, it's called Krug Place. If you come over to Krug Place, and where are they? Here it is. Submit. What we're going to do is take a look at these homes here. These are all new homes, all built around, the year 2012. You see 2010, 2013. Here's one in 2013. This was built, okay, number 3. Okay, it has no sale information. It's because it's a new house, but it has a full market value of $164,000. Okay, let's come back to one more. Let's take a look at number 5. Number 5 actually was sold. It was sold in November 2012. The sale price was $226,000. I'm sure if, that's a first-time home. But look what the assessor did. He set the value at $164,000. Far lower than what these people paid for it. The question is, Why doesn't he do this for anybody else that buys a home other than a brand new home? Okay, now he can't automatically lower the assessment, but what he can do is make a phone call because he sees the records cross his desk that the house sold for a lot lower than what it was on full market value. He could have made a phone call to that homeowner and say, hey, you just bought a home for $75,000 and it's at a full market value of 150. Why don't you come in with your bill of sale and we can lower your assessment and lower your taxes for you? But see, he doesn't do that. He'll only do that for these new homes and these new developments so that what they can do is the city can get these homes on the market and paying taxes. But he throws them a bone. He throws a big tax break their way by putting the value of the home far less than what they paid for it. I'm going to come back and take another look here. Let's take a look at number 10, Krug. Look how messed up this record is. First off, you got a house on the property. Okay, if you show an image, there's a house. Okay, number 10, Krug Place. I'll come back. But look what he says type. It's vacant land. The vacant land, did it sell for $237,500? I don't think so. But what's the full market value of this home? $29,000? I don't think so. And it's built in year built 2013, and it was actually sold. So, someone's getting one monster break, or this record is all screwed up. I think that number 2 is probably the reason here. Okay, this is because the assessor, he just doesn't, he's sloppy, just sloppy. And guys like me, I'm keeping an eye on him. Okay, and I got him pinned down to what he is. Okay, he's sloppy and he won't tell you what's going on. That's what these videos are all about. It's to let the people know what's going on. Look at number 1, Krug Place. Not a single house on the place. Okay, not a house. No photograph. No photograph of any house here. But we have a valid sale back in 2011. Okay, type is residential means there must be a house on it. It's not vacant land. Let's go over here and show all images. There she is. There's a house. You see, this is an example of why my website exists. This is why I'm fighting the city of Cohoes all the time. It's because the guy can't keep records. Okay? He's turned around. He's favoring new people and new construction. Okay? In the meantime, when someone just goes on out on their own and buys a house or sells a house, especially when they can save money, he's not there for them. Okay? What we'll do is we're going to come on down here. Let's take an example of another page real quick. And I'll scroll down and I'll look for a property. Look at number 6, Willow. The reason why I chose this property here is because look at the sale price, $195,000. I come up here and I come on back. I go to Willowbrook Avenue, scroll on down. I mean, all this information is right there for you on out there. Very easy to find, very easy to pick up. All you got to do is take a look at it. It's there. So number 6. Remember what he paid for it? Okay? Look at the market value, $173,000. These people go on out and they paid $195,000. I guess they really like the house. That's all I can say. The good news is the assessor cannot raise the assessment up to the 195, okay, because the law prevents him doing that. And believe me, if he could, he sure would jack that up. Okay, we're back to Zillow again, and I'm gonna try to find one more home for you. Let's see here. See if we can't find one more. Just for a quick look-see, okay? I'm gonna come back to number 2. Page 2. I like to stay closer to the most recent ones when I do these videos. Okay, just in the search. Okay, I'm gonna try one more page, page 1. Just so we can see if I can find something a little closer. Okay, well, we've got this Garner Street. Now, this here is going to balance out nicely if you look at this. It said it won 141 for sale for 130,000. But if you come on up here, we're gonna go over to Wilson, Garner, that is Garner Street. Where is it? Right here. Select submit, and that house number was 30 and 32. Right here. Okay, so at number 30 and 32, if you see the full market value of 132,500, they purchased it for 130,000. It's right smack in the ballpark. Right in the ballpark. Why wouldn't you want that? And that's what you look for when you're out shopping for homes. You want to get the best price you can. If you can get it lower, even better. Okay? And we're going to come on back. Okay, and let's take a quick peek around one more time. Let's see any other properties of interest here. Let's see here. 118 North 3rd Street. Now this here is a home. They bought it for $72,000. It's right over here. $72,000. Okay, we're going to come on back. I'm going to come back again. I'm going to look for that street, North 3rd. Scroll down. Okay, it should be right in here somewhere. North Erie, here it is, North 3rd Street. Submit. And what we want to look for is number 118. 118 North 3rd Street. That's a nice little house here. It's an old style, built in 1937. It has a full market value of $129,643. But these people purchased it for $72,000. Again, go down to City Hall, tell them you bought it for $72,000, show them your bill of sale, and that's what you should be paying taxes on. Keep in mind, the assessor's going to balk. He's going to say, no way, blah, blah, blah. But bottom line is, the law is on your side. This is what you paid for it. That's what you should be assessed for. It's called full market value. That's what the property's worth today. That's what you get assessed at. But they're going to fight you tooth and nail. When the assessor rejects it, if he does, then you can grieve it to the Board of Review, and all you got to do is bring in your receipt. One thing you need to keep in mind, you do not need an appraisal. The assessor cannot force you to get an appraisal. The Board of Review cannot force you to get an appraisal, and neither can the Small Claims Assessment Review Court. All that is an arbitrator, okay? They can't ask you to get an appraisal. All you got to do is bring in your facts, what you paid for it, and that's all you need, okay? Well, this will end this